What is up, guys? This is Greateztproductions, and today I'm introducing a brand new series. In this series, I will be breaking down my favorite music videos that I've ever shot. And today, for episode 1, we're gonna get started with Tund3. Hello. Let's get this video started. So right now, I have my laptop placed right here. I'm gonna be watching the video with y'all while I break each and everything down. But before I actually do that, I'm gonna just break down where I actually got the concept from, what led me to making this video how it is right now. Honestly, there's a little story behind this video. I was actually contacted by one of my favorite videographers, one of my dogs actually. I consider him one of my brothers too as well, Wavy Lord, and he wanted me to shoot his artist Tund3. I'm gonna be honest, I was a little bit hesitant and nervous at first because big reputation in the city. I didn't want to mess this up, and on top of that, this is actually one of my favorite records from him at the time, so I didn't want to mess this up at all. They told me what they wanted to do, kind of a throwback 90s concept, so I said, okay, I think I know how I could get this on the road. So I decided to kind of reference a few elements from one of my favorite music videos from all time, Thriller by Michael Jackson. Instead of them at the movie theaters, they're actually at home just watching TV, but I really wanted to just get that vibe. I also wanted to reference Fresh Prince of Bel-Air for some parts, and just a few other elements that I just kind of made up on the spot. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the breakdown. I'm going to be breaking down what type of editing style I did for each single scene, why I did it, and how I did it. Alright, let's roll the video. Okay, so this right here, I'm pretty sure you guys are wondering how I even did this. How did I have him on the TV with this, with the Looney Tunes? That was another reference, the Looney Tunes reference. I missed that as well. There's actually going to be a few references that I probably missed that I'm going to just probably go back to. It's been a while since I actually shot this video. So what I did was I masked in Premiere Pro. I threw this Looney Tune Photoshop template in there, and I just put his head. I put his head specifically in it a few times, so I had him take a few pictures so I could just crop his head out in Photoshop, and I put this inside. So just to clarify with you guys, I actually separated each layer. So the background was one layer itself. Tund3 presents hello, that was another layer itself, so it was not all together. I did that just so Tund3 could pop out in front of his head, and this was all a complete nest, so I was able to still zoom in and keep it going from there. Alright, right here was a zoom out like this right here. Like I said, I was trying to reference Michael Jackson Thriller. I wanted a movie theater vibe, but we couldn't get that, but it's cool. The popcorn, all that's awesome. The hearts, give it a little spice, a little effect. I'm gonna be honest, guys, this is the most I've ever edited on a video. I'm gonna be very, at the time, the very most, and especially in that time frame, because they needed the video out I think in 2 days. Crazy, right? All right, so that was pretty dope itself. Honestly, I like the fact that I was able to work with him. I really enjoyed working with him a lot. This spot right here, I just love this. I just love this. So I was able to be super animated, have that pop out hello. Now I must admit, I could have cleaned up a few things in this video, but it was at the time, so let's give me a little break now, you feel me? Give me a little break. But yeah, mirror disappear. So I'll tell you guys how I did that real quick. So everything was very shot by shot. Had a speed ramp come right here, mask around the TV so I could give it this glowing effect as if she disappeared into the TV. Masked it out completely, froze the frame, went around her body, add a glow effect, boom, she disappears in the TV. I take a moment of my time to put the camera on a tripod, have him look around, told him to look around, be very animated with it too, lift the couch up a bit, try to find her, this makes it very interesting. So basically, he looks at the TV, he sees himself, himself is telling him to point, himself is actually pointing at the phone to actually pick it up to figure out where the girl is at. So this is where the entire video begins. So this right here, how I did this. I doubled the layer, right guys, pay attention. I doubled this layer right here. I used keyframes to I keyframed around it, mask around it. I use keyframes to move this out the shot. I use my timestamps. Then I zoom in the phone. Keep in mind, I zoomed in the phone. So right here, we went to this arcade, David Buster's. We actually wanted to go to a different arcade room, but we got kicked out because, you know, we had cameras and stuff. So we went to David Buster's. We decided to be more low key with it. So this was pretty dope. Had them put the phone right here. Wanted to do some cool masking stuff. I told him to look at the camera. So I right here had a phone, mask around it, and how I got this shot right here, I told him to just look at the camera and just pretend like they're on FaceTime or something, or a video call or whatever. So right here we was at so right here, this is a park that we was at. Old school radio. This is pretty dope. So I ain't gonna lie, right here, a lot of my VFX, this is when I went really crazy with the VFX. So VVS diamonds, that's Tund3 style. I mask around him and the girl, and I basically had the shot zooming out. I had the shot zooming out, and I also had these little smoke clouds as if the motorcycles, well, the motorcycles it was on was like just moving. And I made them get back into place, and I zoomed in. So this was a lot of masking that took place. Originally right here, there was obviously video games playing and whatnot. And yeah, like there was video games playing. So he's just seeing himself play, and she's seeing the diamond. So, you know, girls want to pay attention to the, like, you know, that's how I kind of interpret it at the time. Like, I want her to pay attention to the luxurious vibes, and Tund3's just watching himself. Like, those are the vibes I kind of wanted. Dope transition. He's looking at himself in this part right here. Loved it. Right here, man. Oh man, I know I'm going crazy with the VFX, so hear me out. Slow down for, like, I'm gonna try to slow down as much as possible. So right here, he's looking at himself. I told him to specifically, when you do these type of videos where you want to keep it animated and fun and goofy, you want to tell him to do a lot of different poses and faces. You want to help him. You want to tell him to do that. You gotta tell him to do that off the rip. So right here, I duplicated the layer. I masked him out. I decided to throw the masked out layer like to the side, and I decided to rotate it, and I timestamped it and brought it back to default. And I timestamped it and brought it, and I reset it the position so it can go back to his default position. So that means the second duplicate layer will be going to him, and it'll attach to him perfectly. So hopefully I'm explaining that right, guys. Hopefully I'm explaining that right. So this was a good, like, the song. So this is when the beat kind of really jumped and skipped and did its thing. So right here, I went crazy with it, froze the frame. I moved, hold on. Froze the frame. I move the speaker up so I could squeeze him in it. Froze the frame. He's still there. So this is a completely frozen frame except this inside. Put it back there. PacMan. So this right here, I love what I did right here. I'm gonna be honest. Like, at the time, I thought this was the most genius thing I could ever come up with, because I was recording this, and I recorded that PacMan thing, wondering if I'm gonna actually use it, and I was not sure if I was gonna use it. But this was honestly one of the highlights of the video. So I recorded this PacMan thing that I seen for a quick minute, like a good 30 seconds of just me standing there recording it. I'm thinking, dang, let me see if I can try to do something. Let me see if I can do something with it. So what I did, I zoomed in, and this was about the hardest thing I think I did throughout the entire video. I'm not even gonna lie, and I don't even know why this was so hard for me. I'm gonna break down why it was hard for me. Basically, I found a perfect PacMan clip. I don't know who it was from. It was from an HD PacMan demo game or something. The reason why it was so hard for me to do this shot is because I had to first of all, I photoshopped his head. I photoshopped Tund3's head Like I said before, I took a picture of him, or took a couple screen grabs, photoshopped his head, and I had to mask, follow, and track. Keep in mind, I did not know about tracking back then, so bear with me one more time. I did not know about tracking. I had to track his, like, keep in mind, there's a whole PacMan under him. I had to track that, all that time. And when he bumped into this guy right here, I changed him with swiftness. With swiftness, I changed him, just so it could look like, you know, he lost a life point or two. So keep in mind, this guy's really chasing him. Like, this guy's legit chasing him. Boop, kills him. Starts over again. So this is when I had to do all of that stuff again with the eyeballs. Boop, he's out. You know, there was a slight conversation here. Keep in mind, I don't know whoever did this video. Thank you so much. You saved me so much time. Oh my god. I don't know who did like that PacMan whatever video, but that saved me a lot of time. God, I think I downloaded this off of YouTube or something. Thank God I didn't get copyrighted. Okay, so this is where I eat him. So okay, hold on. So this is why I make him eat him. Captures her, it goes into pink. Now this is honestly one of my favorite iconic shots. This went on the real this year. That year, this was on the real definitely. For my African Americans on this channel, we have all watched this iconic scene play on our TVs for decades and decades. The infamous Fresh Prince of Bel-Air scene. Definitely had to reference that. I love this part so much. I had the 16 through 35 G Master, and I was still rocking with it at that time as well. Like, y'all think I be joking when I say that lens is that lens, bro. Like, that is the best lens ever. Like, I love that lens so much. So right here, I actually was holding the camera. We had no grips. I was just using my height. I'm 6'2". So I was using my height to do that. Like I said, bear with me. At the time, I know I could have paused this a lot better, but bear with me. So this was cool. Having him do his cool dances. This was really dope. Now right here, this is a toy car. So this is what I told him to do. I told them to just do whatever in the background. I'm gonna put this toy car right here, and I'm gonna figure this out later. This was only if the green screen thing I had planned was gonna work, and I'm surprised it worked. So what I did was I had a mini Tund3 perform in front of this small, very, very small green screen sheet that I had at the time. Honestly, I just did not. I was so surprised at the results. I was very surprised. Did I think it was gonna work? Not really. How I cleaned up so nice, I don't know. I actually barely cleaned him up very nice. You guys could see the edging. It actually looked like he lost a lot of weight when I actually cleaned him up. So this was pretty dope as well. So I wanted to just add more spice to the shot, you know what I'm saying? So I had the rim spinning. You gotta have the rim spinning. Like, you gotta have something to help the shot, enhance the shot. As an editor, you guys have to just find something to just keep enhancing the image and making it flow as dope as possible. I did a duplicate. So I did a duplicate. I broke this layer. I duplicate the layer. Wait, did I duplicate it? Yeah, I duplicate the layer. And what I do whenever I do these mask situations, so I don't have to mask again, all you have to do is just click invert. When you click invert, it's just gonna get the opposite side. So that means you can have one side that's cut and another side that's cut, and it's gonna be precise. Like what I used to do back in the day, I used to just mask it again and again. I'm like, bro, as I look back at it, I could have saved myself so much time. So this was pretty dope. So I had him look in the camera, just nod his head, did that crazy. This was actually his producer, by the way, Kilo. Kilo did a great job. And funny story about these two kids we seen with a bike. We don't know these kids. We do not know these kids at all. We don't know these kids. We just told them, look, y'all have a bike. Can one of our guys just steal it for the video just to make it fun, and you just chase after him? They agreed to it. I just said, I was ecstatic, and I was so surprised the shot came out so clean. And let me tell you guys something. Sometimes these one-shot takes, man, go for it, because honestly, it's just funny as hell. Because I was about to really take the time to take another shot, And I was like, you know what? I don't need to do that. This was just a good take itself. This was a really good take. So I had the camera right there, had them perform, did a thing. Just adding a lot more spice to the video, just getting shots of him just walking by the thing, walking by the radio, just more spice. So this right here was on a tripod, simple shot. I had my boy KJB, shout out to him by the way, to just have the reflector, hold it under the camera, so we could just get a nice exposure on Tund3, basketball court in the background. So transition so they can make his dogs pop up. Pretty dope. In fact, Wavylord was actually, this is a prop by the way, Wavylord was actually in the video, which was pretty fun. So his artist was actually in the video. That's pretty dope. Okay, so this was pretty dope. Mask around here. So let me just break that down. So I mask around here, duplicate it, and just added an invert, just in case you guys want to know. So this was pretty dope. I love this look, like the fact that these lights are behind them. Like that's what I actually liked about being in an arcade. And I honestly feel like I shot all this in the Sony, and I didn't really have any lights. I just used whatever was in the background, and man, like I just used the indoor lighting, and honestly, it looked really good. Obviously, there was a few tweaks I would make now, but it looked pretty good. We really did our job with this. So right here, just freestyle a little bit. That was pretty dope. So this was pretty dope. We had a another small car, which was pretty fun. It adds more flavor to the entertainment vibes we have in this video. Like, it's awesome. So this is pretty dope. That little wink. See, things like this, guys, like y'all want to just go back and just find little overlays like this. I forgot what I typed in, but I had them winked just to add expense, like just to add something to the song, just to add more comedic vibes. You guys want to always target comedic vibes whenever you do these videos. Had them go back to the car. I scaled in Premiere. I scaled in just to add more movement to the shot, of course, because you don't want to keep it boring. You don't want to keep it so boring. As I look back, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this was kind of, I don't know how I felt about me adding this fire overlay. I think it was needed. So this was cool. I had him fly. When you green screen that subject, you can do whatever you want from there. So as he flew, I added some smoke behind him, as if he really just vroom, you know what I'm saying? And the rims are still spinning, guys. And honestly, shout out to Tund3. He's a great performer, like really great performer. Like honestly, like I know I did my thing on this video, but honestly, without his style and his excitement, I don't know how this would have been like done. But he killed it. We all did. Everybody that day killed it. The model, everybody. So I'm gonna be very honest when I say this right now, guys. You see this long shot right here? I was trying my best to find more footage. I couldn't find anything. I was just so tired. I was so tired. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, this was a rush. Not rushed, but they needed the turnaround time needed to be around a specific time, because around this time, there was a lot of eyes looking at this song with the video. So I made sure I had to do my thing. But this was pretty dope. I'm just come up to the camera real quick, do his thing, and cut. That's all, folks. So few references, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the Looney Tunes, a bit of Michael Jackson Thriller, but in my own mind at the time. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. But honestly, guys, this was my breakdown of the Tund3 Hello music video. I hope you guys enjoy, and yo, let me know what other videos you guys want me to break down, and I will definitely break those down. I'm thinking about breaking down the Flow Kit video for episode 2. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But this was Greateztproductions. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you guys later.